Cool. I set up real quick. Looks like our mic is set up. Looks like our camera is good. So guys, welcome to the live stream. This is our Sunday Showdown picks here for the Shriners Children's Open. What we're going to do in this video is we're going to talk a little bit about the game theory going into Sunday here. Obviously, the round just finishing up for everybody on Saturday. We kind of know where everyone stands now. Obviously, the pricing came out earlier today. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through the player pool on DraftKings. Again, picking out some of the guys I think you should target for DraftKings tomorrow for the single game slate. Some of the guys you might want to avoid. Maybe they're going to be a little bit chalky. Maybe they're in positions where I think they've regressed back to their means, that kind of thing. So either way, let's hop right into it. I'm going to share my screen here. We're going to go through the player pool for this week real quickly before the slate tomorrow. So as of right now, have it sorted by the finishing position. So prices on the right, obviously not going to be in order. We're taking a look at their finishing position because if you guys didn't know about Sunday Showdown specifically, it all comes down to finishing position. You end up getting points, whether you're in first place, last place by the end of the round, a little bit different than any other round for Showdown. And it's not the full points, so you don't get 30 points for first place. I believe it's 15 or 20 points. But either way, it's a significant amount of a bonus, so we definitely have to keep that in consideration. So let's start right at the top of the board with Adam Shanks. So he's $8,200, obviously was towards the top of the board, become the start of the day today. So as a result, not going to be priced low or anything like that, but he's going to be mega chalk tomorrow. You're talking around 30, 35% ownership for somebody like Shank. That's what we see usually in these type of situations. So for me, probably going to be a fade tomorrow. You know, he's somebody who's not typically in this situation to go out and win. Somebody who I actually talked about as one of my picks to going into this week. So that kind of tells you just how off I am just on his pedigree alone. So again, it's not like I expect him to go shoot 5-6 over par, but probably going to be a little bit more conservative. Isn't going to be as aggressive as some of the other guys at the top of the board. Per se, Matt Wolf, Sam Burns, that kind of thing, that already have wins under their belt. They're much more comfortable with their living situations and don't need to cash a $300,000, $400,000 check this week just to get by on their living. So Adam Shank probably playing for a whole lot more, and for a reason, I'm out. It's going down to Sam Burns and Matthew Wolf. So I love both of these picks in this situation. They're the two guys that I think that pull ahead tomorrow end up separating themselves from the field. So as a result, you can see one of them is $9,200. One of them is $10,400. I'm trying to fit both of them into every lineup I'll play tomorrow. So obviously you get the bonus points with the finishing position, but both of them all obviously used to being in this position before. You know, they've been in positions to either defend a lead or try and chase one down. They both have wins to their record. So for me, I'm trying to target these guys that are a little bit more comfortable with contending, or a little bit better course fits as well, higher birdie or better percentage players. Again, just higher pedigree players in general. So for Matthew Wolf and Sam Burns, they're going to be my core pieces for tomorrow, at least when it comes to an optimal lineup construction. Let's talk about Sunday M. So Sunday M looked a little bit rough today, and I warned about that coming into this week. He was somebody who the metrics didn't look great on. So at $10,000, I don't really think he's somebody I'm going to play much of tomorrow. Again, I'd much rather focus on Matthew Wolf and Sam Burns that I believe to be better course fits, also just in a better position to capitalize with their finishing position tomorrow. Let's talk about a few of the guys that are a little bit towards the top of the board that might be value plays for tomorrow. Again, none of these are guaranteed, right? So just because they're at 16 or 14 under right now doesn't mean they're going to finish in that way at all. I mean, you're seeing 7 or 8 under shot out there. So there's only going to be 1 or 2 guys in this range that I really want to plant my flag in. One of them is not going to be Chad Ramey, somebody who's gained a crap ton of strokes on the greens this week. He's typically one of the better putters, especially on the Korn Ferry Tour. Again, we don't have shots gained putting metrics for that tour or anything like that, but somebody who is one of the best in putts per round. So isn't surprising that he's getting a ton of strokes putting. It's just hard to believe that somebody's going to do that for 4 straight rounds. So I am out on Chad Ramey. Again, he's $8,600, so it's not even like you're getting a good price tag on him. A few guys I want to target that are priced a little bit down is Harry Hall, first of all. The guy played, and first of all, that rhymed, right? That wasn't on purpose. But Harry Hall plays this course a crap ton. He's a local. He's from Las Vegas, somebody who Monday qualified for this event with a -12. He shot a 59 at this golf course. So at $6,500, don't hate going there at all. Right now, he's in 7th place. So if he goes out there, shoots 5 or 6 under, is going to crap the top 3 or 4 and going to be optimal from a showdown perspective. Someone else I really like going to up here, it's a little bit of a sneakier play. Where is he? $6,700 and Putnam. So Putnam's really good on bent grass. Somebody who's a very good putter on it, gains over a stroke per round on bent grass, is right around 0.25 shots gained putting on every other surface. So a little bit of a specialist on bent grass. Has been hitting the ball very well this week. Somebody who is a little bit streaky with his ball striking, and to see him on the positive end of that streakiness is really good to see as well. So going to be playing Andrew Putnam. Again, he's only $6,700, which you'd love to see. A few other guys I'm going to be targeting. I'm not going to be playing Rory Sabatini, a little bit too putting dependent in my opinion. Has been very good on the greens, but really crap everywhere else here at the Shriners. A few other people I'm not going to be targeting. Charles Howell. Again, he's in a very good position right now. Had a very good day today, but he's a little bit old. He's not the best course fit in my opinion. So somebody I'm not going to be going to. Charlie Hoffman is somebody I'm going to try and fit into some lineups. I don't love the price tag there at $9,000. I mean, obviously, because we're playing Matthew Wolff and Sam Burns in so many lineups, not necessarily going to be able to squeeze in another 9K guy, but in lineups where one of those two are missing, Charlie Hoffman is a good substitute. A few cheaper options in this range I like going to, but they're going to Mark Leishman. So Mark Leishman is an extremely volatile golfer, somebody who can go out, shoot 7 or 8 under par, even without his best stuff. So like that there. Also very good on bent grass. So like that as a little bit of an added bonus. Let's talk about a few guys in this 10 under range here. So at this point, you're talking about guys that are really out of contention. Again, the leader right now at 18 under par, that is Adam Schenk. So if you're taking a look at these guys, you're probably not looking at their finishing position points. You're looking more at guys right here that are go make a ton of birdies, score in terms of a raw score of a DraftKings perspective. So for me, some of the guys I like in this range, first of all, Seamus Power, extremely volatile, one of the highest birdie or better percentage players on the entire tour. Same thing with Matt Wallace, right? One of the better players in this field, period. Is coming in with extremely bad form, but has obviously turned it around a bit with his 10 under performance to this point. Again, while he's too far back to really contend for a lead, Matt Wallace definitely has a 6 or 7 round under par in him, and that would be more than enough at a $6,700 price tag. Let's talk about a few other cheap options, priced a little bit low. I mean, obviously, guys like Taylor Moore, Hayden Buckley, probably priced a little bit too highly for my liking. Same thing with Adam Scott here. You're not going to be getting that finishing position points, and I'd rather target guys that are a little bit more volatile and can do it with the birdie upside. So a few guys that meet that criteria, in my opinion. Let's talk about Windham Clark down here. Windham Clark, an absolute bomber. So you can see he's $6,400 on this slate. Somebody who has the length necessary, the birdie or better percentage necessary, and is very streaky with the putter. You know, typically is a loser on the greens, but from time to time spikes with a 2-3 shots gained putting performance, that type of thing. So like going there, again, he's really cheap too. A little bit farther back, so you're not going to get much ownership as well. Somebody else I like going to, Cam Davis. So Cam Davis had a horrible day today. But that happens with him. He's very volatile. He's extremely aggressive into every single pin. And anytime you're playing somebody in Showdown, that's exactly what I'm looking for. So perhaps he goes out there, shoots 8, 9 under par tomorrow, puts himself in at least a top 10, top 15 position. That would be more than enough for a Showdown slate. Let's talk about a few guys further down the slate. I'm not playing Hovland or Koepka. Obviously, could go shoot 6, 7 under par tomorrow, but they're not going to get any finishing position points. I think Sam Burns, I think Matthew Wolff are just as likely to go out, shoot 6, 7 under par. Obviously, you're going to get those finishing position points as well. So I'd rather go in that direction. Joaquin Niemann did not have a good day today, but again, extremely volatile. A little bit too expensive to consider somebody as a value play or something like that. But just like Charlie Hoffman that we talked about earlier, somebody you could use as a substitute for Matthew Wolff or Sam Burns there. Let's talk about a few other flyer options now. These guys are way back. At this point, you're obviously looking at guys that are just looking for birdies. You're not looking for finishing position points really whatsoever. In my opinion, Emiliano Grillo is somebody you could go to. Extremely good approach player. Extremely good in terms of birdie or better percentage. Don't hate that at all. Don't hate going to somebody like Arnaud Leary or Nick Taylor. They're the same kind of situation. Extremely aggressive, extremely good with their irons, that kind of thing as well. So that's all we're going to have for this quick video for our Sunday Showdown video. If you guys haven't already liked the video, if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, I highly recommend that you guys do so. Not only does it really help me out with growing the channel, it also helps you guys make sure that you see my content when I post it in the future. I'm going to have Showdown content for every Friday slate, as well as every Sunday slate going forward for every golf tournament. We also have our main slate content for every golf tournament, as well as NFL content that we're pumping out almost every single day on the channel. So again, appreciate the support here on the channel, and I'll see you guys next time.